Good morning, grade 8s. Today we're going to look at activity 14.8 on page 138. So I'm starting there with the first transaction that says R. Nicobella increased his capital contribution by means of 35,000 paid directly into the business current account. Receipt 38. So my document number is 38. The day is the 2nd. The name to whom I'm going to issue this receipt is the owner, which is in this case R. Nicobella. And then they say the capital contribution is paid directly into the bank, the business current bank account. So there will be nothing in your analysis of receipt. The money will go directly to the bank. Then this is for capital contribution. We don't have a column for capital contribution, so we therefore need to put it in the sundries as capital, because you will later on see that the account's name is capital. The next one is the 4th, and if you read the 4th, you will see that it is a check issued, so therefore it will go in my CPJ. So the document number will be the 4th. On the 4th, and it will be Bergsig, and it will be for rent. Now we don't have a rent column, so therefore we will put it in sundries. Okay, so if you look at the next one says bought pipes and other material by check from Albatross suppliers. So this is also a payment, so it will go in our CPJ. It will be Albatross suppliers. It will be 2190 in my bank account. Material will be material costs, so it will come in there. So because there is a column for that, we're not going to use the sundries. The next one is on the 9th, and the 9th says bought a cash register and other equipment from Op de Trudeau for 3,665. So that will go in my CPJ as well. It will be the next check number. It will be Op de Trudeau, and it will be for 3,665. They're talking about a cash register here and equipment. We don't have equipment here, so we're going to put it in the sundries. You will also see for every single check number, we need to have an entry in our bank, because the check is the indication that we issued an amount, and therefore it doesn't work the same way as the CRJ. On the 10th we have stationery, so it is stationery, it is right stationers, it is 327. We have a stationery column, therefore we put it in the stationery column. The next one is on the 11th. 11th is a CRJ because it says the following. It says cash receipts for plumbing work done. So because we have a cash register, we will have a cash register roll as our source document. It will be the 11th, and this is for services rendered. So we will write here services rendered. The amount is 3,442, and it is for current income. So nothing in the bank. Then you will have a look and see what the next transaction is, and you will see the next one is on the 12th. So this is the only transaction for the day. Then you draw a line and you deposit it in the bank. The next one is on the 12th, which is an issue for the municipality. So it is the 12th, it is the next check number, it is municipality, 793 in bank, and water and electricity, we don't have a column for that, so it will go in my sundries, water and electricity. The next one is the 14th, and with the 14th I specifically say cash a check for 670 rand. So that will be a cash check, and it will be 670, and it will go in my wages column. The reason for that is that the business will go to the bank to cash it and then hand it out to their employees. The next one is on the 18th, which is also material. I'm not going to do that one. And the 20th is equipment. We've done one of those as well. And the next one is stationery. So I'm just going to do all of that so that you can see where does they come from. 22nd. Then we come to the 23rd. Now the 23rd says services rendered according to the cash register roll. So it is cash register roll, services rendered 3597. Because it's services rendered, it will come in current income. This is the only transaction for the day, so we will then add it up and put it in the bank, because this is the only transaction for the day. The next one is then on the 25th. Now the 25th we must be careful with, because it says issued a check to Telkom for 972. So we have a check here and we issued it for 972. That's what the first sentence says. Then it says it is for the business telephone account. So it is the business telephone account. So it's telephone account 566. And then it says while the rest is for the owner's telephone account. So the rest is then that minus that is obviously 406. And for the owner it will be drawings. The next one is on the 27th, which says cash a check to increase the money in the cash register. Another word for cash register is a till. So that means it is cash float. That's what we're going to call it. It is a cash check. And be careful, you will see I will leave open this line because there is nothing, I cannot write anything there because that amount still has to do with this 972. So that amount of 155 will then be for cash float. If I then go to the next one, which is on the 28th, the 28th is insurance. I see I don't have it here. So insurance will come here, and it will only be insurance because that is the name of the expense we know, not insurance premium. Then we have the 29th, which is wages again. And then we have the 30th, where they say issued a check for the purchase of motorcycle deliveries. Plus a next sentence for a next check. So that one is on its own. And then the owner took 950 for himself. So that is a new transaction for drawings. And then you add up this CPJ, and that is the totals you get there. Then we have a final transaction, which is on the 31st. They say cash register showed that the 2838 received was for services rendered. So I will have cash register roll 2838. Services rendered comes in the current income 2838. And I cannot put it in bank because there is another transaction for the day. So that transaction said, our courier rents a storeroom and we received his payment. So that means we will give him a receipt, so it will be the next number, which is 39. It will be our courier. It will be 1,350. We don't have a rent income column, so it will go to sundries as rent income. Then we can add up all of these totals and we get 46,000 for this, and all the others are also fine. You will see we don't add up the analysis of receipts. And that is activity 14.8.